هوای حرم به امید کرم بر روی لبم عجل فرجا سوی
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسول رب العالمين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we seek His blessings on the soul of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, upon members of his purified household, and upon the followers of the right path till the day of Al-Qiyamah. Today, we are to move on from where we stopped. The last episode, we were trying to confirm and establish the fact that it's only Allah, our Maker, that knows. The human knowledge is limited, and that it is progressive in nature. It is something that we know, we gather knowledge through experiences, interaction, or the information we gather, and as we grow up, our information that form what we know are progressive. And we also said that the knowledge of today can be the ignorance of tomorrow. But Allah is constant. His knowledge is constant. God has constancy in His name and in His attributes. That is, when we say God knows, He knows yesterday, today, and He continues to know forever. And His knowledge does not progress. It doesn't mean that His knowledge was half yesterday or yesteryear, and then today or this year His knowledge is now fuller than before. No. Allah's knowledge is constant. It doesn't decrease. In fact, there's no way for the knowledge of Allah to even increase. The knowledge of God, as is with God, is complete. And it's only information that God gives to us that we can call reliable knowledge. So from here, as to say that knowing God, or is to say that if you want to say God is knowledgeable, how do we prove it? How do we understand it? From where do we move so that we say we gain knowledge of God? Since God cannot be seen, no one can see God. Anything that eyes can see can never be God. Anything you can touch can never be God. Anything you can hear physically, as the way we are, cannot be called God. God is not visible to the senses of man. It's only visible to the heart, the one we call to al-qalb, the one we call intellect. Then how do we get to Him if this is the nature of God? How do we get to God? But without getting to Him, there's no knowledge. And that is why I want to start from the way we can move from wherever we are, and then in the end, we will reach to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Al-Quran, there are several verses that tells us how to move, where to move, and what is the destination if we want to get to the knowledge of God itself. Because it's only a person that gets to the knowledge of God that can claim that he has knowledge. Any other knowledge that is not the knowledge of God cannot be regarded as knowledge, because another person will come tomorrow and will surpass him in search and in understanding. And based on this, as a human, from where do we start? From where do we take up our journey in seeking for knowledge? There is a verse in Al-Quran Al-Karim that tells us how we can perceive, how we can see, how we can understand and grab God. And that is this verse of Sanurihim A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sanurihim Ayatina في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم سنريهم آياتنا في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق. We, this is Allah that is speaking, we shall show them ayatina, our signs, fil afaq, in the cosmos, in the universe, in the sky, on earth, in the ocean. We will show them our signs in those places, wafi anfusihim, and in themselves. We will show them our signs as contained in the universe and as contained in themselves. Hatta yatabayyana lahum annahu al-haqq, until it will be clear to man or to them that God, Allah, is the truth. One will now say, how? How do we go by it? This verse is telling us that everything we can see, whether in the sky, in the ocean, on earth, or within ourselves, are all manifestations of the glory of God. Allah is only saying that I will show them my signs. They will not see me, but they will feel me. They will not see me, but they will sense me. They will not see me, but they will come to know me. But how? Through my signs. Feel our part in what is around them. The way I build the sky, the way I build the heaven, the way I set sun, the way I make it to rise, the way I alternate day and night, the way I send water down, the way I run water in the ocean, the way I put living things inside the water, the way I make people to be alive on earth, the way I make grasses to grow. If human sit down and thinks well about all those things, he will come to a realization that certainly there is a mover, there is a fashioner, there is a designer behind all these arrangements, this fantastic arrangement. That if we see the way the sun moves and the distance between the sun and earth, or the distances between the sun and other planet, the solar system, and anything that has to do with the solar system, the way they move about one another and the way they benefit man, only tells us that certainly there is a maker, there is a being behind this arrangement, this fabulous arrangement. If a man sat down, just within few minutes, he will come to this conclusion. But the fact that we see them regularly, we are familiar with them, we do not see the wonders that we're supposed to discover, to see in those things again, because of familiarity. Allah has now said that I will put my signs there so that you will know me. Anybody that see the way the whole cosmos was arranged, he will know that the whole existence, from the sky up to beneath the heart, one will know that the whole arrangement is based on calculation. That everything is calculated. Everything is done based on mathematical strategies. The world as a whole is built around calculation. The gap between the sun and the earth, if it is closer than that, everything on earth perishes. If it is farther than where it is today, the whole heart and human existence will freeze. Everything will become cold and everything will die. An inch, sun and earth cannot move closer to one another, nor farther from one another. One should understand with this arrangement that certainly there is a maker behind this gigantic arrangement. If you see the way the sun come, the way the rain come down, falls down, then the earth will swallow some. Some will take this, some will take that, and they will use it to their benefit. The way it is made shows that certainly there is somebody who arranges all of this. What do we eat? The way we eat, the water we drink, all of this testify to the fact that there is a being that arranges all of this. وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ. Not only in the world around them, but even in themselves. In themselves, there are indications that a man is fashioned by a supreme being. That's a being that is superior to all. Because of the way we move. If we consider the way we move, the way we see, the way we bend, the way we swing, we will know that there's a kind of arrangement, balanced arrangement that makes us look very stable. We are dust. Every study confirmed that humans are dust. But something makes it to survive. Dust cannot see. Dust cannot hear. Dust cannot feel. Dust cannot talk. There is a power that speaks, that sees, that hears in us. That power is superior to us. And it is a being that arranges it. Through this, when we eat, we swallow, we chew, it settles in the stomach. Then later, after some time, we defecate it out. Then after that, we take water. Then after some time, we urinate. And to bring whatever dirty things that is there within us. This shows that the arrangement is perfect. No other better arrangement than what we have seen in the way man is made. When we walk from morning till evening, we get tired. We go back to sleep in the night. Everybody is forced to sleep in the night so that everything will be repaired in the body. And by the morning, the whole system or the whole man's system gets more energized, more coordinated, more refreshed. This is to say that nature has arranged it in a way that man will live happily on earth. Man cannot just be here accidentally. Man is put on earth to be a representative of God. And that's why Allah said, I will show them my signs in the things around them and in themselves until it is clear to them that He, Allah, is the truth, Al-Haq. Allah also said, وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ وَفِي أَنفُسِهِمْ. There are signs on earth and in themselves for the people who have certainty, who are rest assured of the existence of God. There are signs for them to see who God is. أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Allah even asked after that at the end of the verse, can't you see? Could you not see? In essence, what I'm trying to pass across is this. If we want to know God, that's an attempt to have knowledge. That's an attempt to have knowledge. Because God Himself is the knowledge. And we're emphasizing knowing. Any attempt to get farther away from God, it is getting farther away from knowledge and going deep into ignorance. And as a man should know in order to live a responsible life. If we are now to know, I'm now trying to say that we can start knowing by pondering, thinking and reflecting about those things, about those that have been able to bring out a few of it. Like thinking and reflecting about the cosmic arrangement, as well as the biological composition of man. And with this, we're able to get the understanding that everything in life, everything exists, everything in the universe is calculated and arranged by a supreme being, referred to as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In essence, having knowledge starts from knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without which any other knowledge could lead straight into ignorance. You regard it as knowledge, but it's ignorance. Because the only truth is God and nothing more. Any other thing apart from God is falsehood. So getting closer to God is knowing God and is having correct knowledge. And moving away from God is moving away from knowledge and moving into ignorance. And that's to say that one will not live a responsible life. So may Allah give us the knowledge, the proper knowledge, a very good understanding of Him, so that we can live a responsible life. We will not live ignorantly, but we will live responsibly. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. تكيلهم بالسيف كيل السندرة والسيف يزأر لبيك حيدر علي 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 يا مولاي علي 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 علي